Capricorn, tell me, have you felt it lately? A strange ticking, not from a clock, but from deep within your soul, like something ancient is winding back to life, something that's been asleep for 1,000 years. It's not your imagination. It's not anxiety. It's Saturn, your ruling planet, calling you to attention. Because July 17th, 20 is not just another day on the calendar, it's the doorway to your Saturnian awakening, a soul checkpoint your spirit has been preparing for across lifetimes. And whether you're ready or not, it's coming. Capricorn, you are not just a zodiac sign, you are a timekeeper, the one who holds the codes of karma, order, and ancient memory. While others chase ease, you came here for mission. You came here to anchor time. And now, that mission is reactivating. Hidden deep within your soul's blueprint is a 1,000-year-old prophecy, a sacred contract tied to Saturn's great cosmic clock. Once every millennium, Saturn aligns in such a way that only a chosen few can hear the call. You, Capricorn, are one of them. That heavy feeling in your chest? That pressure that never goes away? That quiet voice telling you there's more to this life than what you've been living? That's the timekeeper signal, and the countdown has already begun. This is the year when the karmic gate unlocks, when your burdens start making sense, when your soul says, it's time. Not time to rest, not time to run, but time to rise. Because July 17th isn't just about astrology, it's about legacy. It's about stepping into the most powerful version of yourself, even if it terrifies you. The truth is, your soul didn't come here to fit in. It came here to remember, and if you're watching this, it means you're ready. So take a breath. Feel that ancient code stirring inside of you. The mountain is calling, and you, Capricorn, you were never meant to be small. You were meant to rebuild what was lost, to protect what is sacred, and to carry the torch of divine time into the next 1,000 years. The clock is ticking. Your moment is here. Let's begin. Let's go back. Not 10 years, not 100, but 1,000 years ago, to a time when Saturn ruled as both judge and architect of the cosmos. In ancient Babylonian astrology, Saturn wasn't just a planet. He was Kronos, the Lord of Time, feared by kings, worshipped by mystics, seen as the one force no soul could escape. Kronos didn't play games. He measured your life, tested your endurance, and demanded that your soul evolve, no matter what it took. But there's something few ever speak of. A secret passed down through mystery schools, carved in stone and hidden in temples long forgotten. The Saturn Timekeeper Prophecy. According to this prophecy, once every 1,000 years, Saturn aligns with a specific stellar gate, an energetic doorway known as the Crown of Time. When this cosmic gate opens, it sends a pulse through the timelines, and only the most ancient souls, the Timekeepers, feel it. Capricorn, that's you. This prophecy states that certain souls born under Saturn's domain are encoded with a timekeeper seed, a spiritual key that only activates during this sacred alignment. And guess what? That alignment happens again on July 17, 2025. This is not a myth. This is not astrology fluff. This is karmic technology encoded in the stars, and it's been waiting for your consciousness to evolve enough to receive it. You've always known you were different. You weren't born to drift through life aimlessly. You were born with a burden and a mission. You were born to hold the line when the world falls into chaos, to carry ancient wisdom into the modern age, to become the bridge between order and collapse. And that's why Saturn chose you. You didn't ask for this. You didn't beg the universe for a heavy soul path. But deep down, you remember signing the contract, that soul-level agreement, to return at this exact moment in human history, to witness the fall of one world and begin planting the codes for the next. Capricorns are the architects of the future, but you're also the guardians of the path. And that's what the Saturn Timekeeper prophecy is all about. It's not about predicting fate, it's about remembering responsibility. On July 17th, that sacred responsibility will awaken in every Capricorn carrying the seed. You may feel pressure, you may feel pain, but you'll also feel clarity, like something ancient just snapped into place. Because it did. The clock is turning, the prophecy is reactivating, and your 1,000-year soul mission begins now. Capricorn, before you ever took your first breath in this lifetime, before you were given a name, your soul signed something sacred. It wasn't written on paper, it wasn't bound by law, it was a cosmic contract, etched in the ether, sealed by Saturn, and witnessed by the divine order of time itself. And this contract was never about ease, it was never about comfort, applause, or worldly fame. It was about restoration. It was about being the one who returns when others fall. It was about rebuilding broken worlds. Because somewhere in the soul history of Earth, timelines were hijacked, shadow forces manipulated reality, sacred bloodlines were cursed, and the divine structure of human evolution was shattered. That's where you come in. Your soul said, "Send me back, I will restore what was lost." And Saturn heard you. But there was a price. The contract came with heavy terms. You would be born into difficulty. You would carry more than your share. You would feel like an old soul in a world that no longer makes sense. Why? Because only someone who's known pain can rebuild peace. Only someone who's climbed the mountain can map the path for others. Capricorn, this contract wasn't made yesterday. It spans back through ancient Atlantis, Babylon, Rome, and beyond. You've worn robes, you've worn chains, you've led empires, you've watched them burn, and now, in 2025, Earth is on the edge again. But this time, you're awake, or at least you're starting to be. Because as the Saturn Timekeeper Gate prepares to open on July 17th, your soul contract begins to glow like a seal being activated. It's why you feel restless. It's why time feels faster. It's why something in your bones says, "I've been here before, and I have work to do." But here's the truth, no one else will tell you. If you ignore this call, if you keep numbing out, if you pretend you don't feel the pull, then your soul may go back to sleep. Not just for a week, not just for a year, but for another 1,000-year karmic cycle. The Timekeeper Code doesn't wait forever. It gives you a window, a sacred chance to awaken. Because this isn't just about your life. This is about your legacy across lifetime. So ask yourself, Capricorn, are you ready to remember what your soul agreed to? Are you ready to hold that contract in your spirit and say, "I accept, I remember, I return"? Because July 17th is not just a date, it's your spiritual deadline, and the world needs you more than ever. Capricorn, you've been sensing it, haven't you? Something shifting beneath the surface of your life. Moments that feel too precise to be random. Emotions rising that don't belong to just this lifetime. You keep asking yourself, is something trying to get my attention? Yes, it's Saturn, your cosmic ruler, and he's not whispering anymore. When the Timekeeper prophecy begins to stir, it sends signals, powerful, undeniable signs that your soul contract is reactivating. So how do you know if this is really happening to you? Let's go deeper into the 5 sacred signs that your Saturn Timekeeper mission is calling you. Sign number 1, recurring dreams of clocks, ruins, or lost civilizations. Have you been dreaming of ancient temples, giant sundials, crumbling ruins beneath the stars? These are not just dreams, they are memory echoes. Saturn is guiding you to past lifetimes where your mission first began. Clocks, especially broken ones, are a symbol that time is restarting within your soul. Sign number 2, sudden karmic flashbacks or intense déjà vu. You walk into a room and feel like you've lived it before. You meet someone and feel an instant, unexplained heaviness or knowing. These aren't glitches in the matrix. They're Saturn's timeline triggers, moments designed to awaken your cosmic recall. Sign number 3, a deep urge to isolate and rebuild. Everything you feel the need to pull away from the noise, to withdraw from fake connections, to strip your life down and start fresh, from the ground up. That's because your inner timekeeper is pushing you to build new foundations for the next 1,000 years. This isn't depression. This is destiny rearranging your life. Sign number 4, unexpected responsibilities or heavy burdens appearing. You're being handed more than you asked for, emotionally, financially, spiritually. At first, it may feel unfair, but Saturn doesn't test the unprepared. He tests those ready to lead. Each burden is actually a soul key, unlocking a higher level of your mission. Sign number 5, a strange attraction to ancient structures, timelines, or prophecies. You feel magnetically drawn to pyramids, old architecture, lost books, or apocalyptic symbols. You sense the sacred when others see only ruins. That's because your soul recognizes the architecture of time. You've been here before, and you were part of its design. Now listen carefully. These are not coincidences. They are Saturn's code, signals buried into your reality, meant to awaken your spiritual backbone. You are not breaking down. You are breaking open, because you were never meant to play small, to blend in, or to live asleep. Saturn is calling. The timekeeper mission is activating, and your soul is rising to meet its sacred test. You are not being punished. You are being reshaped. Let's talk about the day everything shifts. July 17, 2020. On this date, a rare celestial event takes place, one that hasn't occurred in over 1,000 years. Saturn, your ruling planet, will form a powerful energetic trine with 3 fixed stars from the ancient constellation known as the Crown Gate. This sacred portal was referenced in the hidden texts of Egyptian high priests, Atlantean star scribes, and Babylonian timekeepers. It was feared and revered because it only opens when the balance of Earth's karmic timeline is ready to be reset. And in 2020, it's opening again. But this time, it's calling you, Capricorn. This is not just an astrological alignment. It's a cosmic soul gate, and only those who carry the timekeeper code will feel it. And only those who answer the call will activate their next level destiny. July 17 is your turning point, and the energy is so potent, so precise, that if you align with it consciously, it can trigger the activation of your soul's 1,000-year mission. The ritual, aligning with Saturn's frequency. If you're ready to claim this moment, if you feel the weight of lifetimes pressing into your spine, then don't just wait for it to pass. Prepare intentionally, spiritually, celestially. Here's how. Step 1. Meditate or fast for 7 hours before midnight, July 16. You must enter the gate clean. This purifies your frequency and clears interference. Turn off all distractions. Go within. Let silence be your guide. Step 2. Write down one karmic pattern you're ready to end. This can be an ancestral wound, a toxic loop, or a fear you've carried for lifetimes. Be honest, be raw, write it down with full emotion. Step 3. Burn the paper at exactly 1200 AM on July 17. As the crown gate opens, your action becomes symbolic magic. The fire releases that karmic imprint into the universe. You're telling Saturn, I'm ready to let go. Step 4. Speak these words aloud with power. I release what no longer serves time. I claim my 1,000-year mission. Say it like a vow, like your soul means it, because it does. This ritual is not about superstition, it's energetic alignment. You're syncing with Saturn's sacred geometry. You're stepping into a multi-dimensional contract that was signed before you ever came to Earth. And when you do this, you'll feel the shift. You'll feel the lock click into place. You'll feel time move through you, not as a curse, but as your tool. Because July 17th isn't just another night, it's the doorway to your divine return. And from this moment on, your old life ends and your eternal soul mission truly begins. Capricorn, once the Timekeeper code is activated within you on July 17th, 2021, your soul doesn't just awaken, it begins to move. Like a great engine turning after centuries of stillness. You're not just stepping into a spiritual phase, you're stepping into a 3-stage mission, a sacred assignment that will ripple across generations, dimensions, and the fabric of time itself. This isn't metaphor, this is encoded in your energy field, and it unfolds in 3 stages. Stage 1, the anchor, 2025 to 2032, become the mountain, stand where others fall. These next 7 years are about grounding, not fantasy, not escape, but roots, structure, and sacred systems. Your mission in this stage is to stabilize. While the world unravels, your soul has been summoned to hold, to anchor spiritual wisdom into real-world forms, whether that's through leadership, rebuilding family lines, creating healing frameworks, or restoring integrity in a system that's broken. You may feel pressure, yes, but that pressure brings clarity. You'll begin to understand why your life was hard, because it was shaping you into the one who could carry sacred structure through chaos. You are the pillar, and Earth will lean on you more than you realize. Stage 2, the builder, 2033-2070. From vision to structure, from silence to legacy. Once the foundation is stabilized, the second phase begins, construction. In this 37-year window, your soul will step fully into legacy creation. This isn't about building just for yourself. It's about shaping new communities, philosophies, and systems that can withstand the next age. You become a mentor, a voice, a living blueprint. This is when the world will look to you, not just for answers, but for remembrance. Because deep in your bones are truths humanity has forgotten, and your job is to bring them back. You may write books, lead movements, raise children with ancient DNA, or build spiritual sanctuaries. Whatever form it takes, you will be known not as a follower, but as a builder of the new Earth. Stage 3, the Timekeeper, 2071 and beyond. You are now the guardian of the gate. By this stage, your soul is fully aligned with Saturn's clock. You've passed the test. You've earned the seat. Now you become the keeper of memory, the guardian of time itself. You will pass down the codes through words, through energy, through rituals and soul transmissions, so that Earth never forgets again. You become the living bridge between galactic time and human evolution. Even if your body ages, your mission will not, because your essence becomes timeless. Capricorn, this is not fantasy. This is not ego. This is the reason you were born, to remember, to rebuild, and to restore divine timing to Earth. This 1,000-year mission has already begun, and you, Timekeeper, are right on time. Capricorn, you've always carried more than most people will ever understand. the weight of responsibility, the silence of sacrifice, the invisible pressure to keep everything and everyone together. Even as a child, you were older than your years, wiser than your peers. You saw the cracks in the system and instinctively tried to fix them. But let me say something now, out loud, that your soul already knows. None of it was a punishment. Not the loneliness, not the endless work, not the weight on your shoulders that no one saw. It was preparation. Saturn wasn't punishing you. He was shaping you, sharpening you, tempering you like a blade forged to cut through timelines of darkness. Because when others fall apart, you stand. And now, Capricorn, it's your moment. The Saturn timekeeper prophecy wasn't just a myth. It was a message buried in your bones, a divine assignment that only activates in those who can handle the sacred burden of restoring order to chaos. And guess what? That time is now. On July 17th, 2025, the gate opens, the universe stops and looks to you, not as a victim, not as a worker bee, but as a soul architect, here to stabilize the future. The Timekeeper mission is not about control. It's about divine rhythm. It's about bringing truth, structure, and healing back into a world that has lost its way. It's about remembering who you are and what your spirit came here to do. You are not here to follow. You are not here to be praised. You are here to build, to lead, to protect the flame of time until the next cycle begins. So when July 17th arrives, stand still, stand proud, stand timeless, because your soul has waited 1,000 years for this moment. You were never late, you were never broken, you were right on time. Comment below. I claim my Timekeeper soul mission. If your soul is ready to rise and lead, subscribe to this channel for more sacred astrology, prophecy updates, and cosmic downloads that awaken your divine blueprint. Because Capricorn, this isn't the end. It's the beginning of the real mission, and the universe is watching and waiting for you to step forward.